We are going to look at your set versus Seth. Before we get started, just make sure that when you enter a set that you have a good idea of what you want to do as a game plan. And because every character is different, you want to play each matchup differently than the other or than a different one. So you want to make sure you know what you're doing. So neutral for Cloud. One thing that you need to keep in mind playing against a character like Captain Falcon is that Falcon is pretty much at all times going to be forced to approach because Falcon has very little capability to play on defense. He can't really camp you that well. So because of that, that makes limit, even when you're down, a really powerful tool. So playing close quarters with Falcon, I don't like it as Cloud because I have a much harder time hitting a Cloud that is like short hopping away from me and kind of playing more defensive than one's in my face. So let's just see how you play it. One thing that's really good when I played Maloney at Climax 2, he would kind of run away from me and do like movement away from me. And then when he saw that I was committing to a dash window, or I was running at him, he would just side B. And that's actually a really good tool because it's pretty low commitment and has a big hitbox, so you can beat dash attack or dash grab pretty easily. So stuff like that, like you want to pick and choose your aerials really carefully because one wrong aerial and now your Cloud just took damage. You have no stage control and you're off stage. So just keep that in mind. Back air is going to be one of your most useful aerials out of them all, including down air and neutral. A lot of it's going to just kind of be charging limit, short hopping away from away from Falcon, and comboing him really hard and trying to get him off stage. Cloud actually does a really good job hitting Falcon off stage. Most Clouds just don't know how to do it though. I can go over that in a second. So yeah, like you don't want to. Okay, so two things here. Like he was in the air there. If Falcon is ever above you, there's no reason to not spam up air on him. Falcon cannot land like at all, and he has some landing options, but they're totally neutralized, or they just lose to Cloud's up air. So in this situation, instead of cross slashing, there's no reason to not pressure him with either a short hop or flop up air because if he jumps above you, Falcon should never really be jumping above Cloud in this matchup because that's like pretty much the worst spot that he can put himself into. So he rolled behind you. It looks like you're kind of just not really sure what's going on. You kind of just pressing buttons there. You do a cross slash, you roll back, you do a shrub up air, and then you dash tech. So that was like 3 moves in a row you missed, and then he ended up just rolling behind you and grabbing you. So, and then this is bad DI. Do you live? No, yeah. DI that down and away always. Nothing much else to say about that. Yeah, you can get down throw need or down throw dared. If you know you have bad DI, don't be like it can be dumb sometimes, but like if you know you DI'd terribly, don't be like afraid to air dodge if you know that like a knee or down air is coming. It's sometimes okay to air dodge. Most of the time it's not okay to air dodge, but there are some situations where it is. So I think he did something good there. Okay, so like that, he dash tech and you're like in the stage here. He misses, you turn around and cross slash. That's really good in this matchup. And that in combination with mixing in grabs and pressuring with back air. So like right there, keep in mind that as Falcon can't really challenge Cloud with like the main thing Falcon wants to do is like shield grab a bad aerial. So look, he comes up, he shields. And he's sitting in shield for like a solid 1.5 seconds. So when you're charging limit and you're a Cloud, just keep in mind that your opponent, really in any matchup, but especially in this one, is going to be very enticed to approach with shield. So you could just grab him there. So yeah, that was, you want to be careful. You pick and choose your aerials very carefully. Just because you were in the air and you were scared that he might hit you, like pretty much the situation what happened was he stood there. He used the general concept of lack of motion as a bait, and you didn't want to commit to a back air because you probably wouldn't be able to space it that well, but you wanted to do something because you're scared you're going to get hit. He was waiting for that. There is some lag to back air, and he was waiting for you to press a button. You did, and he's going to grab you for it. So in that kind of situation, sometimes, or usually, it's okay to actually do nothing and just land instead of throw out the aerial, especially if you know he's just going to sit there. Okay, yeah. Back on stage. Pressuring with back airs. Okay, so that's good. Just kind of good dare. I'm not sure. So after this dare that you hit, got a little bit of momentum. This should be a turnaround grab right here. Yeah, because he's going to shield that all the time because he doesn't want to get followed up on. So maybe you try to grab there, then you go for a... Oh, okay, so you didn't try to grab, you just missed, and you got punished for it. Okay, that makes sense. So, yeah. And by the way, there was that back air again that I don't like. It's decent, but right there was kind of risky. I'll show you. I didn't really highlight it that well. Right there. Like, he actually is doing the same thing. He's standing there. He could have punished you for that if he was ready for it. So, yeah. Definitely, it's going to be kind of hard to analyze because the set is pretty short, but you want to charge limit much more, or else neutral is going to be way more of a pain in the ass. Risky air dodge. If Falcon is ever jabbing at the ledge, you can do... It's kind of risky, but you can just do drop down up air. Just try not to get hit by that at all costs because now you're in this awkward situation where you might die from like a random down tilt or down air. Caught his jump at that. I'm not sure what happened there. And neutral got up into jab again. Neutral get up or neutral. Sorry, jab covers neutral get up, jump, and jump, or get up attack. So you got to choose either roll, drop from down from the ledge, aerial. Yeah, one of those two, or just wait and get up until he stops doing it. So there's that mix up again. That was really close to actually like breaking the shield. Kind of sucks that it didn't. But yeah, see here he is again. He just ran across the stage and held shield because he wants some kind of a aerial grab. See this? He's over here. He ran all the way across the stage. Shield, easy grab for Cloud there. Because a good Falcon is never just going to run in and try to from across stage. They're never going to run in and try to dash tag or dash grab. Unless they have a really good read. Now, and then at his end, that was just a really good knee. Let's go to the second game. Like I said, I do agree with the lilac counter pick. I think that's good because you can combo Falcon upwards really hard. But yeah, definitely not enough limit usage in my opinion. Yeah. Probably ill-advised down tilt there. You want to play really safe against Falcon until you know you can hit him. Kind of throwing yourself at him is going to be a good way to get grabbed and a good way for you to lose the lead. So instead of you did back air on a shield to turn around down tilt. Correct move probably would have been to do back air on a shield, run away, charge limit. That's going to be really good. And you also, Falcon kind of struggles when characters kind of dance around his shield with aerials. So, I know the Clouds nowadays don't love full hop down air, but it's actually not a terrible option against Falcon if you want to do it above him. You'll kind of get that extra conditioning for the shield too. So yeah, there's that down tilt again. Not a huge fan of that. One thing that I'm starting to notice is that you really want to get a hit, and you're kind of sacrificing opportunities to grab in place of combo starters like down tilt. So the way you hit people is to condition them to think that you're not going to grab them or that you are going to grab them, and instead you attack them. So I know I know a lot of cloud mains don't like grabbing because it doesn't have like direct reward. But just keep in mind that like grabbing is crucial because you get good stage control, good positioning. You can throw Falcon off stage, and you are mixing in that element of okay, am I going to grab you or am I going to attack you? So you can actually have a more or like a better chance of actually hitting them from the aerial, which you want in this matchup. Okay, so good back air. Missed that follow up. He rolled, catches the roll. That was good read there. Down throw, up air, up air. Okay, he misses the follow up. Ooh. That was weird. That nair looked like it should have hit, but down throw, up air. I think you get knee here. Okay, so in this situation where it's down throw and then aerial up air to knee, if like you can react pretty easily to this setup. This setup is true. It's like right here you can air dodge. Once you know they're gonna knee, you have to air dodge because if you attack or if you jump, you are going to get hit. So you have to air dodge because the air dodge is the fastest option. So you hit there. So you gotta air dodge there. But don't just make sure that you are doing like reactive air dodges and not like panic air dodges. Air dodging is always okay if you know that you're about to get hit. It's usually almost never okay if you don't know you're going to get hit and you're just doing it because you're scared. Okay, so cross slash side B. So a lot of what I'm seeing this set is kind of you benefiting off of his mistakes, and not so much you like making the correct decision. Yeah, and I think most of that is just because of your lack of limit usage. Yeah, see now. Okay, you got there, and then yeah, you missed a punish there. That was a dash grab. Yeah, it looks like so. Okay, so let me. Dash dodging is something that a lot of people don't know how to deal with. But let's see, because I believe he runs to the other side of the stage. Okay, so this wasn't dash dodging, but you tried to chase him here, and pretty much just missed. So like, just keep in mind that even if his character model like was here at the time that you dash attacked, he probably wasn't gonna just stand there and get hit by it. So your best option, instead of like chasing him around like that, first of all, like if he's gonna run to the other side of the stage and just give you stage control for free, you don't really have to chase him like that. You can just use that time to charge up limit. And if he does, if you want to chase somebody, this is like a general rule. If you want to chase somebody across the stage, don't put yourself into the corner because that's a really easy way for like this right here to happen. Because if you miss now, instead of it being in a position that you were just in, i.e., a position where you had stage control, like all the stage, you had all the stage a second ago. But then you chase him around and you ended up here in the very right side of the stage. Now you have no stage control and you're about to get like grabbed. So the better option would be like to approach him and then kind of stop in this area to see what he does after he like runs away. Okay, so good air dodge there. Misses the grab. Yep, caught his approach with cross slash. That was good. You probably could have grabbed that neutral get up. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's not. I'll touch on that in a second. He's here. Okay, I think you read the roll, but easy grab if you read the neutral get up there. So you're in the air. So like again, pick and choose your aerials correctly. Like right here, the down air is ill-advised. Usually when you use the down air, you shouldn't have the idea of, oh, I'm trying to hit him with it. It's just like, I'm going to bait you into trying to hit me so I can get a follow-up. Just, good, safe aerials, mix it up in your movement. Just keep the Falcon, always guessing. Okay, so right here is kind of what I'm seeing a lot of with your cloud. You're very, very hesitant to grab. And right here you have a free grab, and even though you probably want him to roll or something, um, for a better punish, just generally speaking, you should definitely be grabbing these because you can throw them off the stage. Like, really, all that you needed to do was just throw him off stage and get a nair, and then he would have died. So instead of grabbing him, you actually don't get a follow up at all, and then you get grabbed, and then you air dodge, and you die. So that's one of the scenarios. Okay, so when you get grabbed by Falcon directly out of down throw combos, you know just take the hits, don't air dodge. If you don't air dodge unless you see a move coming, like right here, you could have pretty safely just nared him because yeah, he was looking for the air dodge. So I mean, I'm sure you know that you're not supposed to do that, but just keep in mind, don't. You're not going to die to a Falcon down throw combo unless the Falcon executes the combo like really well and it's a very specific combo, or if you give it to him with an air dodge. So yeah. So what I want to see from your cloud a little more is, and this is something that a lot of clouds don't like to do that much. Definitely grab more. You were very very thirsty for hits, and if like falling up airs or just a straight aerial, you really want one of those. And he was pretty much just allowed to sit and shield for the entirety of the 2 games. He would run up a shield and just kind of wait for you to make a mistake and then just punish you for it. So definitely keep an eye out for when your opponent is getting too comfortable in shield, and also don't be afraid to use grabbing as a punish option too, not just wait for rolls or spot dodges to hit him with a certain thing. And then as far as neutral goes, I'll go over neutral state and advantage state before I end the video. Neutral, you want to, again, like I said, use those aerials, use those safe aerials, use them in a very safe way. Usually not, so like general idea is to like short hop or jump away from Falcon to bait him into trying to hit you, and then back airing him as he tries to approach. Cross slash works very similarly, and you can actually do a good job of this by using limit. Again, like I said, Falcon has a very limited toolkit for defensive play, and as far as his offense goes, he has to approach. So limit usage is very crucial here. So grabs. Make sure you're playing neutral safe with limit. Use cross slash if you can. And then when you're in disadvantage, don't air dodge. And we didn't get to see it that often here, but when you're in advantage state, you want to try to carry Falcon off the stage. And the best thing to do is make sure you have the high recovery option covered. But what's really good is if you just hang on the ledge and then drop and back air Falcon as he tries to recover. If you do that over and over again, he'll eventually die. So keep that in mind. And if you do all those things, you should have a really good idea of how to beat Falcon as a character. There's obviously going to be some, like player things you will have to get over, but definitely just keep an eye out for those shields, grab more, camp limit a little more too, safe aerials, hit Falcon off a stage with back air or nair from the ledge, and combo Falcon really hard. That should give you a decent idea of what to do in this matchup. So yeah, good luck in your next set versus a Falcon.